And there's nothing wrong with me. This is how I'm supposed to be. In a land of make-believe. Don't believe in me. Yes, guys. Tommy Nation Politics. I'm actually not streaming on Tommy Nation Politics. I'm streaming on my own homepage. My Thomas page. I'm Thomas right now. Cause I'm doing a live stream tomorrow, and I don't really feel like talking too much. But I know I have to address this whole, because everyone is. You know, the Turks, the Secular Talk, Majority Report, David Pac-Man. They're all talking about the House of Representatives voting for a $2,000 stimulus check. It's so nice, guys. Guys, do y'all remember when Nancy Pelosi passed the HEROES Act in May in the House? People getting their hopes up, huh? So, what I was doing when I was thinking about this whole House of Representatives vote, and everybody's all so excited. Oh my God, the House has passed it. So, two things. First of all, read Uncle Remus, the Tar Baby. It's about this Brer Rabbit and Brer Fox. So the Brer Rabbit is like dancing along. He's a nice juicy rabbit, right? Brer Fox, he wants to catch the rabbit, but he's not as fast as the rabbit. So he makes a tar baby, right? And so the tar baby, he sits in front of the road, and Brer Rabbit's all wandering along, doop-de-doo, lickety-clippity-clippity-clip. He sees the tar baby, and he doesn't like the fact that tar baby's not saying anything to him, because he says, "Good morning, tar baby. How you doing, tar baby?" The tar baby don't say nothing. The tar baby's a tar baby, but Brer Rabbit, he's so quick, he doesn't realize it's a tar baby. So he ends up getting into a fight with this tar baby. What happens when you get into a fight with tar? You get stuck in the tar, right? That gives the fox, Brer Fox, the time to get his forks out, get his napkins, have some dinner, right? Long story short, it's a really hard story to read, honestly, because it's like Ebonics, like old school Ebonics. Like, I had trouble reading it, but it's gonna be on the podcast, so I'm gonna read this shit. I was reading the first page. I was like, oh my God, there's a lot of stuff. I don't even know what he's saying. Oh, English has changed so much, guys. But you know what hasn't changed so much? Is the fact that you guys are so gullible. So Nancy Pelosi passed the HEROES Act in May. So she didn't want this fucking shit to pass. Okay? 6 months. She did nothing. Mitch McConnell said take a pause. The virus did take a pause. The Speaker of the House is third in line to the presidency. She has more power than anyone in Congress. Even Mitch McConnell. She didn't do a goddamn thing. You know why? Because it was to honor the workers and the essential workers and the service workers. Does that sound like anything that the donors want? No. So why would she pass that? And she didn't. So when Mitch McConnell said take a pause, phew, thank God. And by the way, she let those, she set those, she wrote the bill. She let those unemployment benefits expire. She let those expire. You guys realize that? So, the only reason she's doing this vote is a virtue signal. Like I said, Democrats, their big thing right now, because they almost lost to Trump twice. The one thing we want to do right now is virtue signal to everyone that they give a shit. They don't. At all. They're just trying to pretend. You know what's the thing about Democrats is they pretend so hard. Why don't you just fucking do something? Like, for real. So, I just want to let y'all know that Nancy Pelosi doesn't give a shit about your $2,000 stimulus checks. She did it because Trump wanted $2,000 stimulus checks. So she's got to one-up him. Okay? That's the reason. It's not you. It's the fact that Trump said it. So now she has to. Because she's got to look good. But does she really want this to pass in the Senate? Not really. Or maybe she doesn't even care. Worst case scenario is that she doesn't want it to pass. Best case scenario is she doesn't give a shit. Because she's too busy doing other things. Whatever she was doing in between May and now, she's doing it still. And I can't wait to figure out what that is. I know it's got something to do with, I mean, if you were reading, Trump, he stumbled upon their Easter eggs. The Cambodia, Burma money. We're giving money to all kinds of people, and it's not people. Yeah. So Nancy Pelosi, she put stuff in the bill to pay off her whatever favors. This is all them, okay, guys? They don't give a shit about you. In fact, the funny part is that they didn't give a shit about you, right? So whatever they were trying to push in that stimulus bill, try to get through, because it was the government shutdown. It was the spending, okay? So that's why they pushed it through. Did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that they tied it to the government shutdown? So the president had to sign it? So they put a gun to Trump's head. They said, if you don't sign this shit, the government's going to shut down. You're going to be blamed for it, okay? They literally tied the stimulus to the government shutdown bill. So if you really think they give a shit about your $2,000, they don't. And the House passed it out of virtue signaling. They only did it because they're Democrats and they have to care about gays, blacks, and women. They don't give a shit about you. Whatever was in that stimulus bill, and by the way, the pressure got to Trump. Trump felt the fucking heat, which is why he signed that shit. He totally did a 180. He felt that shit. So he was scared. He got scared and he signed it. I was kind of liking Trump for 2 days. He vetoed the National Defense Authorization. He vetoed the National Defense Authorization. Did y'all hear how mad they were about that? They're like, nobody's ever vetoed this. We pass this every single year. We expand the military budget. We go to foreign wars and we kill brown people overseas. Nobody ever vetoes that shit. How dare you? It's making us unsafe. We can't kill brown people overseas. They were so fucking pissed. That was awesome, bro. Honestly, I was liking Trump way more than Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is starting to look like a sheepdog. God, what the fuck, bro? It's making my skin crawl. How fucking sheepdoggy he is right now. I don't get it, bro. Like, first of all, okay, so you genuflect and you kneel and you do what? You know the thing with Joe Biden. It's over now. The election's over. Why are you sheepdogging the Democratic Party again? So he was on Twitter talking about how Trump better sign this, even though this doesn't even go far enough with the unemployment. This is going to go far enough with the American people. We should all sign the bill, though, Bernie, right? Bernie, are you fucking, was your brain fried? Did you hang out in California with Nancy, drink that Napa Valley Red? What the fuck is wrong with you, Bernie? Honestly, I don't know what's going on with him. Like, I supported him. I voted for him in the primaries. But, guys, I'm not a partisan. I only care about issues. Remember that. So, if Bernie's acting like a fucking cuckoo, I'm going to call that out. Because they're politicians. They serve us. They're supposed to. Now, what Nancy Pelosi is doing in the House, she's serving herself. And by the way, she's already served herself. She's already served herself hardcore. She made Trump sign that bill. She put a gun to his head by tying it to the fucking government shutdown. She did that on purpose. You know how, like, devious these guys are? Y'all can't figure out how the stimulus package was tied to the government shutdown? Don't you think that's weird? It's weird, right? Why don't you ask some questions like that? So this $2,000 stimulus thing that they voted on is all lip service. Do they really give a shit if it passes the Senate? No. But they did their job. They looked good, didn't they? They looked really good for you gays and blacks and women, didn't they? Okay, now. Good job. Women. Okay. So we'll see what happens next. I already know what's going to happen next. Y'all want me to tell you? So the suspense doesn't break you? Okay, Mitch McConnell's going to not pass it. And Donald Trump is playing with toys, or he's doing something right now. He doesn't give a shit. Joe Biden's going to be inaugurated on January 20th. And he's going to be like, hey, you know the thing. You. Hey, look here. You ain't black. And we're going to be like, what? And then guess what? All of a sudden, the $2,000 stimulus checks is going to magically disappear. And he's going to be like, hey, didn't I get that threat to democracy out of office? You better be grateful. You know the thing. And we're going to be like, oh, yeah, that's right. Gays, women, blacks. We're bombing people overseas with women now. Never mind. $2,000 stimulus. And we'll all go back to brunch, and we'll all forget about it. So this is all just a big show. It's not going to pass. Nancy Pelosi made sure it wasn't going to pass when she tied it to the government shutdown. The $600 checks she called significant. She called $600 significant. Do you know how much your ice cream is? It's a little bit more than $600. So she's bullshitting you. And, you know, I just had to come on here and let y'all know that they said it was breaking news that the House passed it. Not only is it not breaking news, it's not news, and it shouldn't even be talked about. This is all just a circus. It's a charade. You guys should just like really stop, okay? Stop talking about the House. The House is nothing but a bunch of fucking mimes, including AOC right now, okay? They're all just live streaming their fucking vaccinations, lip service to the stimulus checks. They're all just showing you some fun things that are never going to happen. So if y'all can just please stop being dumb and gullible, I really appreciate it. I know not all of you are dumb and gullible, but a lot of you are. I see it on Facebook, so I know you are. So that's why I'm not streaming on Tommy Nation Politics, because I'm telling you guys that you're dumb. And no, I'm just kidding. All my friends are cool. I don't really think any of y'all really believe that Trump was like holding up the unemployment benefits like the mainstream media's narrative was. Like, he's not even the Congress. The Congress passes the bills. Like, if you guys have any fundamental like knowledge of government, you know that Trump isn't doing that. So, but all these guys are like, oh my God, even Bernie Sanders was like that. He's like, Trump, you better pass this. Bro, you are so you're right, Matt. Wasted a life. Bro, just get out of here. If you're not going to help, I'm tired of your grandstanding. AOC too. If you guys are not going to be a progressives, then just stop. Because you're making us look bad. Me, on the other hand, I mean, I'm not in Congress. I can't make laws. But I am going to definitely call out this bullshit. So, to kingdom come. And to my fellow 99%, I say to you, let's unite, get some guillotines, hypothetically, and do something about this. Because the founding fathers would. They did, by the way. They hung a lot of people from trees. They didn't do guillotines. The French did guillotines. But vive la France, guys. And I'm sorry about your $2,000. It's not happening. But you are going to get to vote for the Democrats and Republicans again next time. Isn't that great? Oh, just like how Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell wanted it. Good job. Seems like everything's working out for them, huh? So interesting. So magical. Oh, well, guys. Well, I'm going to go read the rest of this Tar Baby. Okay? Uncle Remus. Y'all read this. This is exactly what's happening to you and me. You and me. We're Brer Rabbit. We Brer Rabbit into Tar Baby. We the Tar Baby. We hitting the Tar Baby. We get stuck in the Tar Baby. And Brett Fox, he lay low. He lay low. Tommy Nation Politics.